Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Happy Deutschmas.
A Merry Yule to all.
Yes.
I hope that all of you had your Christmas pudding in celebration of the birth of Lord Pooty.
Yeah, this is back.
Yep, the filthy feather fancier has returned with Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star. Because if you're talking a Christmas game that involves partridges, really, where else are you going to go?
I know. I've had a Grinch already.
We thought they were just an urban legend
Until now.
And yeah, the Twitch thing just really is not pausing.
Yeah, it's because it hasn't actually loaded yet for us.
Weird.
Yes. There we go.
Okay. Christmas trees disappearing.
Are you going to read it or not?
Only the highlights. St. Pidgeot Nations. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. That's where every birdie, went to school. So.
Before it puts an end to them.
Or was a teacher, actually, or faculty.
What?
So everybody went to school unless they were a teacher or faculty.
Well, they still went there.
Well, yeah, well, okay.
And I see no reason to change from Hyoko. So.
I think it's tradition to go to default the first run
right.
and do something crazy like the Emily Dickinson reference or everything.
Which I felt bad for, because that was the one where the main character spoilered really early on. The Tosaka Hyoko.
You can't say it wasn't fitting. Hey, that guy, that's the old bartender, or was it the guy that Scooter Girl hooked up with?
I think it's the Scooter Girl one.
Okay.
Because he doesn't look nearly dapper enough for
the
owner of this particular cage.
I like the Christmas piano music in the background.
Yep. Again, in honor of Lord Pooty. I mean...
And now, darn if it ain't winter.
Of course, here in Missouri, it's kind of the opposite problem, where we had really cold temperatures, and now, darn if it isn't spring.
Right. There he is.
Yeah, this is the guy.
You might want to turn the volume to like 20% because the background music's a little overpowering.
Well, the background music is all that we've got.
Right. I mean, it's still pretty loud. Okay.
Swift indeed is the passage of time. I think he's the bartender that, could talk philosophy over your drinks, which I am totally 100% for.
Mm. Oh, yep, that's him. I wonder what's canon and what isn't, because like you mentioned, Yoko was quite dead at the end of.
Well, Hyoko was a different, it was a different name, I thought.
I'm pretty sure it's the default one. Yeah.
Well, it seems pretty obvious that Ryota isn't locked underneath St. Pidgeot Nations.
That's a good point. Yeah, if you all haven't seen the original, whenever this goes up on YouTube, if you all haven't seen the original, make sure to watch that.
Right.
Well, it'll be right before this in the playlist, so.
Of course, Wayne should probably watch it too, because you weren't there for most of it.
I ended up watching, having it play in the background while I was, working some stuff later. It's pretty weird. I'm gonna put it on autoplay too.
I don't actually know what the button is for that. Oh, no!
Oh, it's a skip.
Yeah, I figured that was the case. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Basically, the way that I do it is that I kind of mentally recite it to myself, and then I click.
Okay.
So... Actually, it probably would be best just to read it, because then I know that everybody will...
Exactly, yeah.
Mr. And of course I start with the name that's guaranteed to trip me up. Urushihara, and I put a lot of time into decorating it. I hope you like it. You bet I will. See y'all around.
See y'all.
December certainly does feel like the end of the year. I wonder how much busier you'll be at this time next year. You're a sophomore, correct? Have you been thinking about your plans for after graduation already? No, not really. I just want to make sure I can take care of my mother. He is the most dutiful of sons. Worries are an important part of youth as well, especially for Japan. I mean, St. Pidgeot.
It's Pidgeot Nations.
And sometimes problems simply disappear as you try to solve them. You never know. Mr. Urushihara, could I ask you for some advice? I've had a lot on my mind. But of course. I am more than happy to provide whatever assistance I...
Dun dun dun.
That came from out front. I believe it did. Let's go see what has happened. It's pitch dark outside. It's hard to see anything even with the light from the cafe door. What on earth?
Somebody killed the pianist, too.
A Lutino Budrigar is class on the sidewalk.
Budrigar, I'm thinking. How many R's there were.
Mr. Rabu, are you alright? Have you been injured? Arg! Let my guard down. They got me from behind. They got you? Do you need an ambulance? Must have been some birdie sitting in a grudge from your biker gang days.
Ding for birdie.
No, that's not it. They're... The legendary Christmas thieves come to our town.
Nice.
The legendary Christmas thieves?
Hey, Hyoko's back.
What's that, a new TV show? No, they're real.
She always was a bit thick.
They're on the streets right now, spreading misery and destruction. They've been coming up in the news a lot, too. Haven't you seen the headlines? The Christmas thieves invade Little Dove Hachiman City at last. No, this is the first I've heard of them.
We have Hachiman that's pretty clearly takes place in Japan.
Right. I think. You're the thieves, this is where I've heard the name of this town. Guess it just never comes up in conversation or anything. The more you know. Do they show up every year at this time? I don't remember hearing about them last year. This time they've come here. I don't know too much either, but apparently they move around each year. Worked at Mr. Urushihara's shop, Torimi Cafe, during the summer. The job was only until August, but apparently to say you could use help for December as well. The wilderness gets very cold this time of year, making it dangerous to come home late, so I left it to Ryota this time.
I wonder if they have any...
That and I need time to study.
Do they have any references to birds having to fly south?
Snowbirds. And it sounds like Torimi Cafe is the mysterious thieves' latest victim. This smacks of drama, excitement, and adventure.
You know, the funny thing is, I was just thinking about making a Phoenix Wright reference to the blurring the lines between Japan and America.
What was that for? Just getting the feel for it. There's an incident, right? I need to make sure my finger pointing is sufficiently dramatic for when I need to use it.
Oh dear.
Eh? Please don't go around pointing and shouting stuff, it'll give me a heart attack.
Perfect to present your badge.
Tell me, who's the victim? And the suspect? The victim is Mr. Rabu, who was attacked from behind while texting a picture of Mr. Urushihara's Christmas tree to Azami.
Oh, that's cute.
When we found him, the tree was gone. What was that for? What do you mean the tree was gone? Please don't shout everything. You can just ask. Sorry, I got excited. Teehee? Jeez. Well, stealing the tree definitely implicates the Christmas thieves. They must be wandering into town stealing any trees they see. It's horrible!
Now, what are they using for a getaway car? You know, for stealing... Christmas trees aren't small, especially, you know...
Now all the customers who are looking forward to seeing it will be disappointed. Monstrous! How could they steal Mr. Urushihara's incredibly classy hand-decorated tree? Let's look for the thieves. Christmas is at the weekend. They must still be in town. I wonder. They probably are still prowling around here looking for trees. Yes, I want to get Mr. Urushihara's tree back anyway. Let's find them, Hyoko. We can start today.
But apparently he's going to...
You two are awfully loud today. Can you not grant the rest of us a little peace and quiet?
Ah, Racist Bird is back.
Ah, la splendiloquent labelle. Oh, Sakia, listen, they've appeared. The white demons stand poised to shatter the silence of that most holy night. People are giving things nicknames like certain someone next door, Hyoko. Christmas trees are being stolen all around town, Sakia. Maybe you've already heard? Ah, you must be referring to that drivel the local rag devoted an entire page to. Disgusting. Is there not more important news to be run now of all seasons?
I was trying to steal the season.
How telling it is that so much attention is devoted to such foolishness. You don't like Christmas, Sakuya? What? From where do you think I hail, plebeian? France, right? Oh, of course. Christmas probably means a lot more to you than to us Japanese people.
Sakuya is not a very French name.
The council room is already decorated with a most fabulous tree. A labelle overlooks nothing. I've even deigned to place it near the window so that the masses may gaze up at it in awe and wonder. Be grateful! He who does not celebrate Christmas is no true bird. That is the importance Christmas holds for us. In other words, Sakuya gets extra jolly this time of year. Better take notes. Trees are being stolen from in front of shops and on the sidewalk and other easily visible places. You should probably be careful too, Sakuya. Don't let it get stolen. Humph. Do not place on the same level as you or with your infantile understanding of private security. Did I not say I overlook nothing? I know not who this villain may be, but he shall step not 1 centimeter within my territory. The council room security is flawless, I tell you. Flawless!
And that cues somebody to run in telling him it's already been stolen.
Right. Sakuya, we call that sort of flying the flag here in Japan. Start our investigation by asking people around town, Ryota. Good idea. Let us know if you hear anything new or get robbed, Sakuya. How many times did I tell you my tree will not be stolen? Oh. I'll leave the building. Ryota and I agreed about the sight of Oko-san prancing about the track.
They're making it pretty quick to get everybody back introduced.
Right. Prancing, or maybe skipping? I'm not sure. At any rate, he appears to be in pointlessly high spirits. Ho ho ho! Cool, cool!
Lord Pooty is kind of high on life.
It's the sugar content.
Oh, yes.
You're in good mood today, son. Did something good happen? It's Christmas! Christmas is almost here! What? Another Christmas fiend? No, a Christmas god. Is there something about Christmas that awakens the ancestral jollity inside a dove's heart?
Hey, Sprawl.
Hey, Sprawl says speak softly and carry a Sherman tank. Everything is sparkly on Christmas. Oko-san is excited. And everything smells like delicious food. Okada-san is very excited. Western pastry shops always look so tempting this time of year.
I got up early yesterday for Christmas to make a pumpkin cheesecake for the family. Yep, that's I hear him on food. Heard anything about the Christmas thieves?
Ooh, villains out to steal Oko-san's delicious grub. Villains out to steal pretty Christmas trees. Christmas trees? Yes! Oko-san knows about them. The trees at Oko-san's favorite high society Seagull department store disappeared. High society Seagull department store. You know where that is, Ryota? Yeah, right at the samples table there.
Of course.
I'll show you the way.
Part-time job everywhere in town.
Here we come, high society Seagull department store.
Seagulls are like the worst birds to pick for that.
I think that's probably why they did it.
Yeah. I obviously don't know nearly as much about birds as the people working on this game, but seagulls are kind of notorious for being scavengers that...
They're pretty dirty birds.
Right.
Department stores always feel a little unrealistic. A little decadent, maybe. Makes it so hard to go in. Okay, really, just don't think about that and it'll be fine. But consumerism, it is the meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, Ben and I used to watch, was it Ahiate the Combat Butler?
Yeah.
And they have a joke in there about the main character just smelling poor. And I swear, if you go to like a jewelry store, or anywhere like that, for the holidays, and you're not upper crust enough for it, I think people there have the exact same sense.
That's why they sniff haughtily.
Right.
It's actually sense whether you have the scent of money about you. May I help you? Do you know where you are, young lady?
Like so.
This is the High Society Seagull department store, right? That is correct. The High Society Seagull department store.
I deserved it. Yes.
Say it once more. The High Society Seagull department store. Good. The stores of high society, by high society, and for high society. It is no place for obviously low society humans. Please leave. This is blatant speciesism. I hope you're ready to swallow your words or defend them with steel, cretin. Draw, man, draw before I stick you like a rotisserie chicken.
That's gonna be racist too.
Calm down, Yoko. Getting into a fight here won't do us any good. Please don't act like San. And just what does Oko-san have that makes him so much more high society than me? Please, we just want to ask you a question. We'll leave right away.
Did they ever do like a picture or anything of Hiyoko in any of the games? I don't think they
No.
did.
Yeah, they deliberately said that was a choice that they made.
Right. Because I'm still imagining her basically looking like Ayla, which is just making this even, or Chrono Trigger, just making this even funnier.
They were not allowed in. However, as you know, the store faces onto the street. The 3 Christmas trees we had arranged outside were stolen. Trees placed outside, just like at Torimi Cafe.
They're lazy thieves, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they really are aiming at the easy targets first. Seem to be quite crafty. I think this might get difficult, Ryota. Ah, I can feel the thrill of the chase. My hunter-gatherer blood boils. Right on time. I knew it was a good idea to ask you along. The stolen trees were of little value. We have already sent away for new ones. Do you think you'd wait a little before setting them up? The thieves might come back. True, but Christmas is almost here. If not now, when would we put them out? Christmas trees are just so much rubbish once it's the 26th.
Harsh.
They're not rubbish! You can use them every year! Were there any witnesses? The trees were in a blind spot between security cameras, so alas, we have nothing. Too busy staring down your own nose to look out the window, were you? I hope I never see you here again, young lady. Well, that was a disappointment. Well, we found out the thieves aims for trees placed in vulnerable spots outside. Maybe we should leave?
What do you think?
Stop by the furniture section, the clothing section, or leave the store.
If she found new clothes, she probably wouldn't look so poor next time.
It's true. Yeah, we can go for that.
That's why it's determining who we see, but...
Right. Make me feel out of face.
Why are they using models for humans?
Oh, maybe they're not that speciesist. It's out of place, not face. He did it again! Can birds even wear clothes like these? Are they just for decoration? Shops are always so pretty this time of year. I feel like I'm looking into a different world. They do look a little unreal.
That's probably just the obvious mannequin seams on there.
Right. My family's Shin Buddhist, so I've never really celebrated it, but...
I think it came up before, too, in the previous...
Yeah, I do like it when every birdie's all festive.
Of course, Japan has both Shintoism and Buddhism as official religions, and they still go into hella Christmas spirit, so...
Right. I don't think that many people celebrate it for religious reasons anymore.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of work this time of year, too.
And
I always end up really busy.
there was a poll that came out over this year that apparently, like, belief in Santa is at record lows. So what does that mean to, festivities and for Christmas and everything? kind of interesting.
Yep. With a mini skirt.
Mini scuttle.
Yup. That must be fun. I like doing something cute and high school girlish like that sometime, too. I'm not sure how costumes are high school girlish, but I could refer you. We could go together next year. Cosplaying Santa right before the junior year exams. Just thinking about it makes my heart flutter. Something more to find here. Let's look somewhere else.
I don't watch nearly as much...
Thus, I've gotten to the news. We ask around, we should find some eyewitnesses.
I don't watch nearly as much anime as I used to, but from what I remember, it seems like getting people to dress up in sexy Santa costumes seems traditional.
Right. What? Some glass object splinters the monumental crash behind us as we make for the exit. I turn around and...
Animation. That's what we spent our budget on, it looks like.
They look a little like doves, but not really.
I think I figured it out.
Are they... Maybe they're doves?
They're birds wearing bird costumes. That way nobody can know what they actually look like. Just think about it. You know what that reminds me of? Way back in the WCW days, like Eric Bischoff would actually do this really elaborate, I guess like makeup disguises, kind of, but it was actually a little more detailed than that. Like actually, we basically wear fake faces. That's what that made me think of. Those are really good.
I'm not sure. I've never seen anything like them.
You know what they actually remind me of now?
What?
Hips.
Huh. Teachers frolic through Christmas this way like fuzzy wrecking balls, leaving behind but broken glass and lost profits. There, the white children! Oh dear, that's no good. You two, where are your parents?
Mary?
In any case, I'll have to take you to the employees' lounge. High society does have rules. Merry Christmas? We just trailed reluctantly after the security guard.
Well, that was easy.
What were those? Can't believe people let their kids run loose like that. I'd love to see the parents' faces when they get billed.
Billed? Oh.
I guess Christmas gets everyone pretty excited. Sort of like demons which rampage during the full moon. We're going to spend some time asking around town, but no one had ever caught sight of the thieves. Apparently trees aren't just being stolen from outside, but from inside houses as well. If only we knew what the culprits looked like.
Dun dun dun. Huh. What those are?
Look kind of like the rock doves. Thank you for your efforts. Searched around where we had the tree, but we couldn't find any clues. I'm sorry, Mr. Urushihara. You didn't see them either, Mr. Urushihara? Correct. By the time Mr. Kawara and I got outside, the tree was already gone. That said, was there something else? Please, look at this. Mr. Rabu sent it to me a few minutes ago.
Evidence.
Mr. Urushihara proffers his cell phone.
Ooh.
A smartphone. Fancy.
Hands and not wings. That is a definite
suspicious.
clue, right?
You mean these shadows are... Mr. Rabu said he took it just before he was rendered unconscious. Suspicious shadows carrying away the tree. They must be the culprits.
Persona did it.
Those silhouettes look awfully familiar, but maybe it's just my imagination. Probably nothing. I wouldn't have gotten this far in the vicious food chain if I was worried about little things like that. There are two of them then. They're awfully small, so it's a little hard to see in this picture.
Could be perspective, too.
Mr. Rabu has always been one for strange local phones, so it would seem the resolution is not particularly high.
I hear that.
That does seem like him. This will help us a lot, Mr. Urushihara. Thank Mr. Rabu for us, too. How's he doing right now? Azami is taking care of him.
Oh, she shows up in here.
Same here. Rabu always seems a little bit incapable, or like he's in a subtly bad position. I feel like he's always being stuck being a background character.
You think?
It's not much, we found a clue. Pick up the trail tomorrow morning.
I just noticed, too, they have, like, some bird decorations on the table. Kind of interesting. Though, once again, it's just kind of weird because...
Salutations, Mr. One. It's rather chilly tonight, isn't it? You're still here, Sakazaki Yuya?
Yeah, he showed up a lot in the ending.
Right. Have you been instructed to leave with the other students, excepting emergencies? There's a little something going on, actually. Aside from the usual, and what would that be? We've been orders to investigate the Christmas thieves. High priority. That's a string of thefts involving Christmas cheese, isn't it? It's not as if they're growing legs and walking away, after all. It's a little hard to imagine them spontaneously disappearing. And what is a night of sexy and luxurious discussion of sweet holiday love without a sparkling tree? I'm quite happy to take up the job to defend everything the ladies and gentlemen of the town worked so hard to prepare for this special season. Certainly seem eager enough. It's good to have a little zeal, but don't go letting your guard down just because the case in question is completely idiotic. We never know who have made traps for us where.
Hoping that's the cue that Shuu is the villain.
Roger that. I'll carve it into my pigeon heart, Mr. One. I'll go take a look at a few things then. There's a tree here on campus, after all.
No, the line is carved into your soul.
First I've heard of it. Where's it set up? In the student council room. You can see it from the grounds. Sakia must want to show off his big, fine, all-natural tree. He doesn't let any birdie touch it. You can just always see it in his window.
Okay, so...
It's really quite childish.
So the line that Sakia had earlier meant that was a tree at school and not at his house?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with a little vanity while he's still young. To a point, at least. Anyway, I'll take a look at the council room and then head into town.
He probably crossed the line at little vanity in kindergarten.
Right. I'll send my report to HQ later. Adieu. Christmas thieves. Stealing the town's festivity is hardly an admirable pursuit. I suppose I'll see if I can rustle up any gadgets to give Sakazaki a hand. The council room certainly has gotten some fancy renovations since Saki arrived. This is him I'm dealing with. It looked like sneaking in is going to be hard. Knowing him, he'll have overlooked something obvious. What was that? Ah, this could be bad. I smell explosives. What?
Things don't usually end up too well for Yu-Gi-Oh when he goes off on his own.
Right.
As I recall.
It's cold. Really cold. Morning air at this time of year is dangerous indeed. Makes my nose hurt. Birds are all in full winter plumage. Wonder if it's like wearing a down comforter everywhere. Wish I had winter plumage. Sadly, my skin is as bare and tender as my heart, so I might as well hurry up and get to school. Huh? Awful lot of activity on the grounds today. A crowd of birds milling around the side of the building. Stay calm, everyone. It may be dangerous, so don't get too close.
Yeah, that was a sleepy bird, wasn't it? Yeah.
Let's make sure nobody gets hurt, alright? Mr. Nanaki, what's happened? It must be bad if you're up and about and wide awake at this time of day. Oh, good morning, Tosaka.
Oh, maybe you're making me want to yawn.
Well, it looks like the thieves broke in, I suppose.
I guess.
The thieves? Could he mean? That's right. Christmas thieves. Apparently they broke in last night. Seems like they took the tree from the student council room.
Serves Sakuya right.
Nice work, Sakuya. Nice flag retrieval. But Sakuya looked so self-satisfied when he was talking about his perfect security. What happened? Well, look up. Up? As in, up at the council room?
Nice.
Council room's window, or rather its wall, is blasted open.
That's a bit of escalation, yeah.
But wow, they're not just thieves. No, I bet they had to break at least 5 more laws to pull that off.
Christmas Felon doesn't have quite the same ring to it.
Right. Certainly do seem to want Christmas trees. They would have been better off just asking him. Huh? The tree was placed near that window, right? They broke in like this. Ah! I let my gaze drop as I lost in thought, and I see something white on the ground. It's extremely hard to tell with it mixed in with the broken glass and bits of plaster. It looks like some sort of fur. It's not a feather. It looks like something came off of a stuffed animal, or maybe some sort of mammal. But I'm the only mammal in the school. This could be a valuable clue. Sitting here won't help me find anything out, though. I need to get Sakuya to tell me exactly what happened. Might as well check a few other things along the way.
Hopefully with his security setup, he had a camera on there.
You'd think. Okay, where to first? Council room or library?
Oh, it sounds like she wants to go to the council room. So we might as well do that.
Yeah, if we went to the library, we'd see Ghostbird, probably.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, council room is probably a good first.
Seems like they had a bit more budget on background. Seems like got a bit more variety in here.
Yeah, it seems so. If robbery weren't enough, there was even a bombing. Out of those two, the latter is almost certainly the more worrying. Yoko! Oh, Ryota, good morning. As you can see, Sakuya has magnificently recovered the flag he raised the other day. As expected of an aristocrat. Yeah, that was definitely a first-class flag retrieval. He certainly got me looking at the thefts more seriously.
So, are they still talking about like the video game meta term for event flags, or is it an actual physical flag they're talking about?
I'm pretty sure that the term actually does stem from the idea of basically you're raising a flag and proclaiming what you're doing.
Right.
So. Now then, on to the crime scene.
They're taking it so literally, I'm actually not sure.
Right.
I like the howling wind in the background there, though. Pretty neat.
Wow. Sakuya's flawless security has been completely destroyed.
Oh, that's a flawless then.
What is this lunacy? Do you mean to tell me that the bombing school buildings is a common practice in this barbaric land? No, I don't think it is. I've never seen anything like this before. This is beyond the pale! Who conceived this wretched plot? Who? Wasn't your security perfect, Sakuya? I thought you said it was on a completely new level compared to our primitive concepts. Arrgh! It was perfect! Around the door, at least! What kind of rascal blows their way in through the wall? If they're going to break in, why not ask with some semblance of decency and come in through the door? Blowing up the window isn't exactly a common way of forcing an entry, but isn't a little bit of a problem if there's only security on the front door? Do you see the criminals at all, Sakuya?
Oh,
No.
most people worried about theft don't normally equip their security for explosives.
Right. But... Look at that! Guess it's the corner by the window. Pile of blackened stuff on the floor. What is that? Wait, is that the Christmas tree? Or what's left of it?
Well, that kind of backfired.
Looks like it got blown up along with the window.
Welp.
There was something had happened to the tree. Right next to the window, the wall got blown up, after all. Nothing left but ashes. They've left a criminal ultimatum next to it. An ultimatum? They haven't done that before, have they? Let's take a look. We oopsed, we're very sad. The tree went boom, saw we. Merry Christmas, Christmas.
Huh.
We oopsed. Very sad the tree went boom, saw we. A little lonely, but we're taking Mr. Sparkly Star. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. That's the ultimatum? Reward like a kid's note apologizing for breaking Auntie Mildred's antique vase. Those scoundrels! To take the tree topper, the most valuable part, and run! Tree topper?
At least it survived.
Star that sits at the very top of the tree.
Ah, the holiday star, I'm assuming.
Yes. So that's what it's called. They destroyed the tree and stole the topper. This is a dreadful affront to my illustrious name. I swear that I shall seek them, find them, and impose upon them strict judgments. They'll be vigilantism, Sakya. Panchavanda's constitutional nation. You can't do that. Not because I don't see where he's coming from. Spent that much time and effort decorating something just to have someone blow up the room and staying in, I'd be pretty angry too.
Yeah, everyone take a step back and consider that, you know, you put up the lights, you do the Christmas tree, you spend hours and hours making everything just so, and somebody blows it up. I mean, come on, that's got to elicit some kind of overkill reaction.
We have to make sure these tragedies don't repeat. We can't really find the culprits just for this apology, or Christmas card, or ultimatum, or whatever it is.
All of the above, yeah.
Let's ask Mr. 1 if he saw anything. He's on night shift, so he should have been here. Oh, good plan. Lead us there, Tosaka. Stop treating me like an underling, you satin-pantsed prairie chicken. You do go ahead. I'll stay here and see if I can find any more clues. See you in a little while, Ryota.
The satin-pantsed prairie chicken.
Yes.
Nice.
Awfully cold in here. Goes with a hole that large in the wall, I might as well be outside. Yes. I expected to see you here. I came to see the corpse. What corpse? Where'd you hear there was a corpse? Oh, no corpse. And here I had my hopes up. Please don't say that with such a genuinely dejected look on your face.
You're a little evil there.
Well, no matter. It's still quite the fascinating crime scene. I suppose I shall look around. Please, don't mind me. I have no intention of interfering with you. See no reason to tamper with the evidence. Just yet.
He even does it.
Alone with a doctor in a half-collapsed room. Hope I make it out of here alive.